something to me that is extremely exciting, and that's the vertical groove driver that's now out on the market. I'm standing with Chris Reeves, who probably knows more about this driver than anybody. So I got some questions on behalf of our listeners, Chris.
All right.
Let's begin with something real simple. In layman's terms, why does this driver allow you to hit it further and hit it straighter?
It's a good question, and we get that a lot as well. I think it goes with the design of our golf club. Very simple. It's 450 cc's, two-piece titanium head with the vertical grooves. You know, as so many people talk about side spin and the ball spinning and different, the ball can only really spin on one axis. So I think it has to do with the way that our club is delivered to the ball, and what it does is it tightens that dispersion. You know, the guy that hits it to the right, or it just hangs in, it doesn't go as far right, or the guy that hooks it a little bit, comes over the top, it hangs in there. Now this club is not going to cure the guy who's over the top slice. I mean, you're going to slice any club, but for the guys who just miss it or don't hit it as solid, it hangs in there. And obviously, if your dispersion's tighter, you're going to hit it straighter. So that's the straighter and longer. So that's really the big thing. You know, straighter is longer.
You know, Chris, the genesis of this club being successful are the vertical grooves that are on the club. Explain that for our listeners.
The vertical grooves, again, what it does is it really tightens the dispersion. We found, and what we've seen is, your misses aren't your misses. It really is wild to watch, which I've got to do a lot of demo days with amateurs, and you're watching them hit it, and they'll hit their driver, they hit it way right, or they hit it way left, and then they get ours in a few swings. All of a sudden they start going, wow, this is incredible. I was just out in Sacramento doing a thing at Hagen Oaks, and we had a guy hit 20 shots and look at me, and he goes, this is an optical illusion. He goes, this isn't real. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I've never hit a driver this straight. I said, sir, we just did it, 20 straight shots. He goes, I can't believe this. So it's really cool to watch and to see people of all, you know, good players, bad players, you know, junior players. We had a young kid who was out there and wanted to go up against his M2, and I was 15 yards longer. You know, we carried it 15 yards further. So it's really cool. And, you know, it's fun to watch.
One last thing, because I had the opportunity, Janice Self, the executive producer of this show, very talented golfer in her own right, low single-digit handicap for quite a while. This club also works for females as well as males.
Absolutely. It works for everybody, and I find that it actually works for our seniors and the ladies. It actually helps them more. It tightens their dispersion that much more, and when they're hitting it straighter, they're hitting it further. I put my dad in it, who's 70, and he's keeping it up with guys that were hitting it 15, 20 yards by him. Now he's with them and past them, and they're going, what is this? How did this happen? You know, what did your kid do to you this time? And it's our driver. It's really something unique and special, and it's different. It's good for golf. It's a great story behind it with the vertical grooves. We're the only driver with face patented technology. Nobody can copy our patent, so it's really, really cool.